What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another reaction video for you guys. Now, in this particular video, Holcomb weighs in on this whole Ochocinco breakup with his fiance. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content, you guys. And let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
Not the type of woman that when you are the man at home, I don't know who all are familiar with what happens with Ochocinco, but one day his wife called him, his fiance called him and say, I'm out here on this Don Julio. I'll be home in a little bit, get it ready. That is the greatest role reverse I ever saw in my life.
Wow.
If a bitch called me and say she out on Don Julio, I'm gonna say, well, stay out there.
Exactly.
I done already on the street.
And not only that, to me, it doesn't even sound that sexy because it's like she's basically saying, I'm on that. Like, now I'll come and get it to you.
Right, after
like,
I'm through in the streets. This your woman telling you this. After I'm through in the streets, what's she say?
And she got to be drunk.
She got to be drunk?
That's what it sounds like to me. Like, she's like, yeah, I'm on this Don Julio. Like,
is it bad if your woman got to be drunk when she's sleeping too?
No, but I'm just saying that sounds funny. Wasn't that something when the way you said it? It just made it sound
if
like
you didn't get drunk with me, you in violation. You can't come home drunk to me. And what did they say a time? I don't know if they said a time, but I'm saying.
Well, listen, I think he has a point. Like, if you got a woman who's out in the streets and she's just getting sloppy drunk, and then she hits you up, and yeah, I'm out here on that Don Julio, I'm getting drunk, I'm having a good time, get it ready for, like, that is kind of manly and masculine. And it sounds like something that a man would do. But you know, I always say the type of person that you pick, you got to understand the type of person that you're picking. You got to understand who you're dealing with. You got to understand who they are when you meet them. And I think a lot of times people know, but they ignore certain red flags because they like other things about the person. And if you're accepting the person to be with them, you're going to have to accept everything that comes with them. That's just what it is, because they're not going to change overnight. May not change at all. You got to figure out what it is that you want to accept. This both women and men. You got to look at the person. If they drink and they smoke and that's really a deal breaker for you, but you know, they're good at other things. They're good in bed and you really love that, but they're drinkers and smokers and you don't really like that. And every time you see them doing it, you cringe, but you're willing to deal with it because you like other things. Eventually that's going to come to a head. And then the parts that you don't like is going to outweigh the good that you do like. So that's why you got to pick people based off of what it is that you can work with. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at what people are doing. And to me, maybe this is the type of woman that he like, you know, but I mean, it says a lot about the character of the person if they do stuff, depending on what they do. I'll just put it like that. Let's continue.
The brother Chad Ochocinco said, I act like I was asleep when she got home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, buddy. That's wild.
God.
Well, I mean, Chad, the thing is, you still got bread. You're a cool guy.
He is, ain't he?
I cheer for Ochocinco.
I cheer for Ochocinco too. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about this situation.
I like them together. Like,
what could you like when you see that woman take advantage of this man?
Now. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about with what I actually saw, like him talking about it, not her. When I would see him talk to on that Shannon Sharp show that they have together, that late night one.
Yeah.
I kind of liked how he would bring her, he would bring her in and talk about her a lot, and it seemed like they were happy. Is all I'm saying.
I get what she's saying. See, women, we see the good in it all. We see, oh yeah, we see a couple seem like they happy, seem like they were having a good time. He would bring on the show. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought it was great, you know. But apparently, maybe she wanted something else. And you have to take into consideration how she left her last situation. I'm just saying, you could say, oh, you're young and you didn't know, but still, you know, you could have done that a little differently. And she said, in hindsight, she would have done it differently, but the damage has been done. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, and she admits to that. But then you got to figure out what made you move in that way. Have you worked on yourself? Because a lot of times women will justify their behavior, but you don't really put in a work to actually change the behavior to do something else or change your mentality. You know, even though you may say you were young and dumb when you made some mistakes, but you get older and you still making those same mistakes. So that means the mentality hasn't really changed much. And so you constantly repeating the same thing. It's just you doing the same old thing with a different person. You have to work on your mentality and the behavior and the thought process behind it so that you don't keep repeating the same thing over and over and over. Because otherwise, it's just a bunch of words. There's not really any action put into place, you know? Let's continue.
See, now, I was like, ooh, I didn't know that was that.
So you say it seemed like they happy?
It seemed at the time they were. Like, every time he would do that.
Do you think if a man bring his woman to a podcast and all of a sudden his woman is talking on the podcast, that's a sign of happiness?
I didn't say that. I said
That's
that
a sign.
No, he didn't have her on. He was always referring to her. When he would talk about a story, it's like they were just involved. It just sounded all right.
I
Sounded
saw
like they were-
her on the podcast one day.
No, I'm not. Oh, on theirs. Oh, I never seen that. See, I'm
She
talking
was
about
off to the side.
Oh, when he refers about it, I'm just saying when he would. In other words, he would always bring her up, and I thought, oh, that's sweet. He's always thinking about her. That's cute.
If you see somebody with a podcast and they woman or wife is on the podcast, that's a red flag. That is a sign for help. See, if you handle your relationship proper, when your woman wants to come to your job, especially a podcast, something that they obviously don't respect because you want to come with me. I don't know what the you want to come with me for, and I'm going to the motherfucking podcast. You ain't
Wait. So what do y'all think of that? Do you think that that's a red flag if the husband has a podcast and he brings his wife on? Is that a red flag? Let me know, because I didn't see anything wrong with it. But apparently to Corey, it's a red flag. Let's continue.
You think they want to see you? I'm the only one who want to see you. I don't need you on the podcast with me. If you my woman, look, I'm not saying 1,000% every time. Most of the time when your homeboy got his woman with him at the nightclub, chances are that's a bad sign. Why she with you at the nightclub?
Me and my girl do everything together.
Right.
Our relationship, no.
If I look on your Facebook and I see two people hugged up, that's a bad sign.
Why? Just because it's different from your get down?
It ain't just cause it's different
Well,
from
what
my
is
get
it?
down.
What is
Why
it?
the is your significant other on your Facebook? I have been to funerals and the was on the mother. What is it? I don't
Obituary.
Program?
Obituary.
Ain't
With a
no-
nigga-
Hey, Ronnie.
Ain't no
the picture of the niggas, a picture of built up with him. In death, this bad
Make
running.
it.
Oh my God. now he going too far, in my opinion. Lord have mercy. I don't think there's anything wrong with you going out with your man. I mean, if y'all go to the club, y'all go together, that's the best way to do it. Then y'all going separately and running into temptation. You know what I'm saying? But I do think there are definitely red flags in dating and relationships. And if you don't pay attention to them, then this is how you end up by yourself after all the work that you put in trying to build a relationship with a person. And I think it's no different from regular, everyday, average people to celebrities to rich people, whoever. The dating process is the same. Relationships are still core values that keep and destroy relationships is still the same. Your money and all that we see don't make a difference because people with money, these women leave. They leave men with no money. They date men with no money. It's all the same. So that's just how I see it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about what Corey Holcomb had to say. He's funny. Let me know in the comments. Definitely chime in once again. I just wanted to react to him responding to this because Corey responds to a lot of stuff and I think he's hilarious, honestly. And so it's just funny to hear him, chime in on these different topics because he's very colorful in his speech and how he, talks about a story. And it's just funny as hell to me. But anyway, shout out to Corey Holcomb, you guys. Chime in the comments. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this one. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't hit that bell, y'all know what it is. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.